self-confidence, and taking action. Good day, I'm Leduc, Ambassador for Women's Potential, and as promised, today I will share with you the 8 keys or steps or tools that I use to help to take action to build my self-confidence. Number 1 is to accept compliments gracefully. So when somebody gives you a compliment, it's very important that you say thank you. Don't say, oh, that was so easy. Anybody could have done that. Oh, these shoes I've had for 10 years. Or, don't be negative. When somebody gives you a compliment, you say, thank you very much. I worked hard for this, and thank you for recognizing this. I appreciate it. Or simply, thank you. So just accept the compliment gracefully. And of course, when you get a compliment, it builds your self-confidence for sure. Number 2 is to look in the mirror and smile. I know, you're going to say, Rachel, yeah, you have to. Because your brain doesn't know the difference between the truth and the reality. So if you're in the mirror and you feel self-confident, that is what your brain is going to record. If you're looking at yourself and you're smiling and you feel good about yourself, your brain will say, oh my God, she feels good about herself, and it's going to give you more and more of that. It doesn't know if it's true or not. So by looking at yourself and having a positive attitude, your self-confidence will build up for sure. You know, when we go to the bathroom, every time we wash our hands, usually there's a mirror in front of us. Why not do it with a smile? And, your brain will record that, and it will want you to feel good like that all the time. And it will help you bring your self-confidence up, because it wants you to be happy. The third thing is fake it. And what I mean by that is it's not to be dishonest or to lie. It's just to act like you are self-confident. How would you feel if your self-confidence was at 100%? You just act like that. And because you're acting like that, that is what you're sending out in the universe. And the universe will always give you back what you send out there. So if you act like you're feeling good about yourself and you're feeling self-confident, of course, the universe will say, oh, this is what that person is. And it will send it back. And it will send you all kinds of things your way to help build your self-confidence. So, and like I said, your brain doesn't know the difference. So if you act like you're confident and you feel good and you're faking it, but just pretend, and your brain will help bring the confidence up, and it will send you things, and the universe will send you things. When people look at me, they always have the impression that I'm a very powerful woman and that I have self-confidence galore. Well, guess what? I don't. I do have my self-doubt sometimes. Not all the time, but I do. And when I go in a panic mode and I doubt myself, I say, okay, stop, Rach, just stop it. And I compose myself, and I say, okay, it's all good, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do what needs to be done, and then I just go and I do it, and that builds my self-confidence. And when I go out in public, people always think that I'm confident, but sometimes I get there and I'm shy, and I say, oh my God, who am I going to talk to, or and it scares me, but I pretend that everything is okay, and you know what? It always is. So just fake it. Number 4 is to help others. Like I said in previous blogs, we are all good at something. So whatever you're good at, if you teach it to somebody else, it's going to help your self-confidence. You're going to feel great about yourself because you're helping somebody and you're transferring your knowledge. And it cannot do anything other than to boost your self-confidence. It could be, you could do volunteer work. I always say the Girl Guides and the Boy Scouts because I love them. You could go in a hospital and help, spend some time with elderly or children that are sick. There's so many ways that you could help others and pay it forward. And by doing so, it makes you feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, your self-confidence just goes up. So number 5 is stick to your principles. And what I mean by that is you need to have principles and values that you're going to stick to no matter what other people think. If you don't have your own values and your own principles, then you're going to be falling for everything and anything. And that is not good, because when we are not in our essence and we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing in life, it can't go well. And, it's not positive things that will happen. And we're going to bang our head on the wall, and there's going to be all kinds of things that's going to happen, and it will not build our self-confidence. So for you to be able to build your self-confidence is to be within your own values and within your essence, and to do what is good for you. And like I said, it really doesn't matter what other people think. Just do what's good for you, and it's going to be positive. And when you're in a positive state of mind, of course, your self-confidence goes up. Number 6 is to get rid of everything that is negative around you. And that is not easy, because sometimes the people that are negative around us is our family. It happens. I know it happened to me. And what I recommend is, when you are with some negative people, if there's some that are people that are not important to you, just, don't see them anymore. But if it's people that you cannot not see because you love them and they're close to you, when something goes negative, you just change the subject and you bring it to something positive. Or you simply say to them, you know what, this is negative and I don't need to hear that. Let's talk about something else. And it's okay. When I have negative thoughts, because there are people around us that will bring negative, but also our own little gremlin in our head will bring some negative thoughts. And when mine does, what I say, okay, thank you for sharing, and I let it go, and I take that thought and I switch it into something positive, because I know that the positive will bring positive, and it will help build my self-confidence. The more positive that you have in your life, the more self-confidence that you're going to have. So get rid of everything that's negative around you as much as you can. Number 7 is to make eye contact with people. And I have to admit that one is very hard for me. Let me explain first why you need to make eye contact, because by making eye contact with people, you demonstrate that you have self-confidence, and you also give the message out there that you have value, that you are worth something, that you are enough. Yeah. And for me, the eye contact is hard, because ever since I was a child, I have this thing that I do all the time. I look up. I do it all the time, and I don't even know that I do it. It's like a tick. I don't know how you call that in English, but I just do it automatically without knowing or without thinking. Some people will go like that with their hair. And you know what I'm trying to say? But me, it's that eye thing. And God, it's been a problem in my life. Because people think, they will judge me because of it. And I can't control it. So when I look at somebody in the eye, I need to be self-aware and think about it. It's not something that comes naturally to me. So now that I know that I have that problem, and I know how important eye contact is for my self-confidence, I make an effort, and I try to look at people in the eye when I talk to them, and I'll be thinking, okay, Rach, look in the eye, and stop, because I don't even notice when I do that. So, some of the things that I've mentioned today might be hard, but you have to make the effort. And you know what? When I look at somebody in the eye, I feel more calm, and my brain is not going all over. I'm just focusing on what's going on and the listening, and I'm in the present moment. And that's good. And it helps build my self-confidence, because I look more secure. I look like I look like I have more self-confidence, and that I'm worth something, because I feel sure of myself, because I'm looking at somebody in the eye, and that's the message that we give out there. So number 7 is to look somebody in the eye. Number 8 is to put care into your appearance. And what I need by that is, you don't need to look like a superstar. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is for you to take care of you, to give yourself a little bit of self-love. And the first thing is you need to sleep, because sleep is very important. So you need to have 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. And another thing that's important is when we say take care of our appearance, is to wash our hair, our teeth, take care of our skin. Wear clothing that we feel good in. There's a difference between how you feel when you're wearing jogging pants and when you're wearing a nice pair of jeans or a nice dress. So you have to wear something that makes you feel good, because I know that I don't sit the same way when I'm in my jogging pants as when I am, you know, in a beautiful dress. So you have to look at that and dress yourself in a way that you say, oh, okay, you know, I feel good. You look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, my hair looks good today. I like this little sweater. Wow. And then you smile in the mirror, and then you're giving that message to your brain and also to the universe. Another thing for you to take care to take care of your appearance is exercise. It's very important to exercise. We say 30 minutes about 4 times a week. And exercise could be as simple as parking the car at the other end of the parking lot and walking to the shopping mall, or with your groceries. It's the same. You know, it's okay. It counts. It could be playing with the kids, swimming, taking a walk, whatever, as long as you're moving. And 10 minutes, it counts. Less than 10 minutes, it doesn't really count, but the minute you hit the 10 minutes of movement, it's 10 minutes of exercise. And one of the most important things, I think, is eating healthy food. It's to nourish your body with what it needs. So to have balance in what you're eating, you know, a little bit of everything in moderation, and to give the vitamins and the nutriment that your body needs to be able to function. I think that with what we buy in the grocery stores today are not as full of vitamins and nutriment that it was like 50 years ago when people, you know, had their own farming and all that. So it's important to supplement. I know that I supplement all the time. I have amazing vitamins that I take. People will say to me, Rachel, how come you do everything that you do? I don't get it. How can you do it? That's how I do it. Is I do a bit of exercise, and I try to eat healthy, and I also take my vitamins every day. It's so important. So these are the 8 things, 8 keys, 8 tools that I use to as an action to help build my self-confidence. I hope that they were of some kind of help to you. I hope that you've learned something. In the comments below, please write me a few words. I love it when you share with me your thoughts, and if you have any questions, please put them there, and it'll be my pleasure to answer them. Also, if you want to know more about values and self-esteem and self-confidence and having goals and reaching your goals, I've created an amazing program. It's called the Keys for Personal Transformation, and it does transform one's life. If you want more information about that, click on the button below or give me a call, and I would love to talk to you about it and explain everything. So on this, I am wishing you an amazing week. I'm Rachel Leduc, Ambassador for Women's Potential, and I will be talking to you real soon via video. Bye-bye.